Well, thank you so much, and good evening, viewers. I think in terms of the context of Parliament, especially that we wind up the year, it is important to do reflections and look at the milestones and other challenges possibly of work not fulfilled. I would say briefly, I think we are in the fourth session, and fourth session started in June, and it will end actually next here, and then we roll out the fifth session that winds up the 11th term of this parliament. Now, looking at what so far has gone, you could see in the aspect of the bills passed. I think 15 bills, if I remember, that was passed, and most of these bills have been, if you condense, it is appropriation because of the budget, and then you look at the harmonizations of the various agencies and other ministries. So that actually brings it to 15. And then other resolutions of Parliament, I think around 12, and many other issues that kept arising. So for me, the most important of all, I look at those harmonization that should make government function efficiently. And then, of course, the resolutions that are very important and part and parcel of what constitutes legislation. But beyond that, you also look at other gaps that I feel should have been actually part of the priority to smoothen governance, to ensure that when we talk of good governance, we stand on the Constitution. And that is the electoral reforms and the constitutional amendments that should be realigned to be in tandem with the challenges we have gone through ever since the 1995 Constitution was concerned. So in general, I think I could still see we have a latitude, we have a space that can allow Parliament to be scrutinized and evaluated concretely when we accomplish the rest of the period that is remaining. But at a 50-50, I think they have still performed, for the half of the time, they have performed at 35%. So that is the technical analysis that I picked from the reports and the milestones that Parliament has moved on to date.
It is very likely that 2025 Parliament will sorry about that. Let's give you a few seconds. Yes, right. It is very likely that in 2025 Parliament will have time for any serious business, given the fact that it is an election year and a lot of campaigning will be happening there. And the question that I'd like to ask, and the Honourable, we have connection. Yes, Honourable, it's very unlikely that 2025 a lot will be done because everybody will be fighting to retain their seat, as you well know. So maybe this is the time to judge a parliament that set itself out the task to be a parliament that legislates for the person or Muntu wa wansi. Has it achieved that?
Well, I think it is, I would say it is important to say it is important to have an holistic assessment and an holistic observation when we mark them at the 100% assignment done. At the moment, I think it may still be premature. They have 1 year to go. They could bring us miracles. They can perform within the 1 year, because I know when you're running the last lap, you can be one of the most dangerous athletes in the track field, and even for those who do boxing. So I think we wait to see. We are so careful in analyzing what is going on, and technically we assess them based on that. I would not pick any political yardstick. Of course, the voters are also there. If you look at the last parliament where we were all swept, the 10th parliament, I think 80% of us went. So for this one, we wait to see whether they beat our record of 80% being swept away. Notwithstanding, regardless of what you do or you do not do, there are many factors that constitute you leaving Parliament or you coming back. So all in all, I think the Parliament of Uganda should stand to look at bigger milestones that can transform this country. Like, for example, if you talk of harmonization of agencies, Parliament should have started by harmonizing its capacity. I think we need to move from 500 and beyond to around 150. We even create an upper house and a lower house. And then we also need to review our voting strategy. Do we do parliamentary system or we go into winner takes all? Winner takes all in development countries has created a lot of conflict. So I think it is important for Parliament and the President to have a critical review of this. This will reduce a lot of resource waste and also reduce conflict that generates because of election results, because everybody would be on board. Like Germany today. Germany today dissolved the parliament. They voted to dissolve. They are going in for voting and building a new coalition. This is how we should be moving forward, to make sure that everybody in this country is well represented, on their issues are well articulated.
Well, the Honorable Leandro Komakich, thank you very much. Maybe the voters will do a better job of assessing the performance of Parliament